What's up, my beautiful soul family? How's everybody doing today? We gonna get right into it today. Little Nas X, you know, he was seen walking down the streets of LA, I think a day or two ago, in his underwear and some cowboy boots. You know what I mean? Some people are trying to say he was high on drugs. They was trying to say he overdosed. You know what I mean? He got hospitalized first. He ended up punching an officer in the face twice, and I think now he's in police custody right now. However, when you watch the footage of him walking down the street, you know what I mean? A lot of people are saying it don't seem like he's high. It seems very intentional. He seems like he knows what he's doing, like something else is going on entirely. Some people have been wondering, is Little Nas X participating in some kind of humiliation ritual? I mean, it's true that Little Nas X don't have anything going on right now, as far as music wise. He ain't dropped up any albums in a minute. You know what I mean? Maybe this could be his comeback. Maybe he had to prove something to the masses. You know what I mean? The society, whatever. We're gonna look into that tonight. All right, y'all. Now y'all know, of course, before I start this reading, I need to put out my disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I state in this video is just my interpretation of the cards. Nothing I state in this video have been proven to be fact as of now. So now we got the disclaimer out the way. We got the sage going. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Little Nas X was high on drugs? Or do y'all think this was some kind of humiliation ritual? We're going to ask Spirit tonight. Spirit, can you please give us some insight in Little Nas X's situation? Was he doing a humiliation ritual, Spirit, or was he high on drugs? Was he under the influence of some kind of spell? What happened? All right. How you doing, sweetie? Sana Ali. It's about 9 p.m. where I'm at, sweetie. So if it's morning time where you at, then good morning to you, dear. So let's see what's going on with Lil Nas X. All right, we get ready to pull because I feel the energy shifting. Spirit, what's going on with Lil Nas X? Was that a humiliation ritual? Was he under the influence of some drugs? Did somebody put a curse on him? I think both, truth be told. He showed signs of addiction based in his face. Yeah, we gonna see, sweetie. Okay. All right. Sorry, y'all. I'm still. All right. Here we go. Great pull. One more, and then we gonna pull. All right. Here we go. We ready. So Lil Nas X, what's going on with him? All right, we good. All right. So you got the harem in reverse. You got the Queen of Swords in reversed. You got the Empress in reversed. He wasn't a lot of growth. I'm seeing some magic going on here. I'm seeing some kind of magic, some kind of ritual going on so far. I'll even show y'all the cards of where I'm seeing this. You got the harem that came up in reverse. It's like some non-conventional way, but it's also like, you know how it's like spiritual warfare, spiritual attack, ritualistic stuff like that. You got the Queen of Swords in reverse, bitter, angry, jilted. Then you got the Empress reverse next to it, somebody that's not being productive right now. The Magician is next to that. You know what I mean? Which is somebody that's tricking you, being deceptive, being cunning. I feel like Little Nas X, not even Little Nas X. I feel like what's going on with Little Nas X right now is that there's some kind of a spiritual attack he's under. You know what I mean? Things is getting worse for him. You know what I mean? He's kind of under attack. He's being victimized spiritually. This is what I'm saying. There is rituals involved, but I'm not sure if the message that I'm getting is that it's against him or if he's compliant with it. Let's pull some more cards to see. Okay, out of the frying pan into the fire. Somebody taking care of them. Okay, so there is higher ups involved. There is magic being done on Lil Nas X. I'm feeling like they're trying to throw him to the wolves. They're trying to throw him out there, just like into the fire. You know what I mean? Like the cards is trying to say, just like basically to stir up, us talking about him. He's a slave to this. I don't think he's compliant, but I do think this is, to a degree, some kind of humiliation ritual. You know what I mean? They're telling them They're having us believe that he's hospitalized and he was overdosing and stuff. There's a lot of deception that's going on to us. We're being lied to, us as the masses. You know what I mean? This is what we've seen with Lil Nas X, and what we're being told is not the true story. There's lies going on, and he was unable to escape this too. I feel like this, he was forced to do this, allegedly, what I'm seeing in the cards. Yeah, he's not happy that he has. They're trying to paint this picture like he's paranoid, like he's unstable, like he's on drugs and weirded out and stuff like that. I feel like there's some kind of hidden agenda that's getting ready to be revealed. You know what I mean? He needs money. He's desperate, and somebody else is pulling the strings. He's trying to get back into music. You know what I mean? He's trying to get new music opportunities. You know, he's very eager. He's very eager to get back into music, but I feel like they wanted him to humiliate the heck out of himself before they could let him get back into music. Whoever it is that he signed with, whoever is controlling his career, the higher ups. I don't know who these people are. It's just that this was kind of somewhat of what he had to do. He had to like embarrass himself like he did. You know what I mean? Like I said, a lot of you guys said it. You said that if you look in his face, it doesn't look like he's high. Now, I'm not saying he's not under the influence of anything. I don't see nothing that either supports or denies that argument so far. You know what I mean? What I am seeing is that this was pre-planned, and that it is like the basis behind it is to humiliate Lil Nas X. You know what I mean? So everybody feel like, what the heck is wrong with him? You know what I mean? But it still gets people talking about him. If anything, he was embarrassed to do this, like very embarrassed. Some people wanted, you know what I mean? They said, okay, we'll help you. We'll give you money because we know you broke right now, because he is broke. He's broke. Nas X is broke. That's not a lie. We'll give you money and stuff like that if you do this. Like, it's just this dude that basically he's like getting a kick, like the higher ups is getting a kick out of seeing him embarrass himself. You know what I mean? They, so that they could talk about him and the world could be talking about him. This was a very manipulative tactic on his part. Like, this is kind of like ritualistic abuse. This is what my gut is saying, allegedly for entertainment purposes. What's going on with him? And there's multiple people that want him doing this, like the elites, the higher ups. You know what I mean? This, let me see. This is to keep him under their control. They know that he needs help right now. They enjoy sometimes embarrassing celebrities. They do. They enjoy sometimes embarrassing celebrities. Let me see. Yep, this is them asserting their dominance and their will over him. Nas X is going, Little Nas X is going through it emotionally. There's some kind of emotional turmoil that's going on with him. What exactly is going on with him? But I see a court case. I think that he's not going to get, like, I see court case, just like to get him back in the public talking, you know what I mean, about involving his supposedly hitting the officer. But he's not, I don't feel like he's going to get into a lot of trouble about it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? He is going to get out of jail. Let me see here. He is going to get out of jail soon. This is going to blow over. You know what I mean? But this was to make him look unstable. This is to like basically put a scandal out for him. You know, this was not his creation or idea to do this. You know what I mean? If anything, it was one of their, stop, I can't hear you. You can't hear me? You can't hear me, sweetie? Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Can y'all hear me now? Let me know. Can y'all hear me now? Somebody write in the chat, let me know. So you still can't hear me. Okay, hold on. You still can't hear me? Okay. All right. All right. Has the audio gotten a little bit better? It could be my internet. You're right. It could be. Has the audio gotten a little bit better? What was the last thing you heard me say? Let me know. What was the last thing y'all heard me say? So I can continue from there. Don't continue. Sweetie, I am going to continue. So what was the last thing you heard me say? Can y'all hear me better now? Is the audio still choppy? Write it and let me know. Can y'all still hear me? Couldn't hear it. Sorry. No, it's fine. It's fine. I want to know what's going on now. Like, is the audio fixed or y'all still is still messing up? It's still choppy. Okay, hold on, hold on. I don't know what's going on with this mic. You can hear me better now? Okay. All right. Alex, sweetie, I appreciate you for letting me know. I'm not. It was nothing against you. I'm just saying I am going to continue the video. I just want to fix the audio. You know what I mean? Because I feel like this is a good. Okay. Cool. 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 The mic. I don't know what happened with the mic. I apologize for that. But let's get back into the reading. So, what was the last thing you clearly heard me say? Thank you, Alex, sweetie, and I appreciate you for letting me know. That's what I need. I need you to let me know. You know, if my equipment is malfunctioning. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you, sweetie. So anyway, what I was saying is he needed money. Yeah. So it's like they enjoy like embarrassing him, and he didn't want to do that, but it was like they wanted to clown him. Now I was saying I see a court case happening. It's just like not. It's not even gonna be like a big deal with the court case. I don't think he's gonna get into any real trouble. You know what I mean? But this is just to just mess with him. You know, I do feel like he's in a like something's going on with him mentally right now. You know what I mean? And it's like they enjoy making him look stupid and making him, you know, do these things because they know that he's really at a low point in his life. I feel like more is going to come out about what's going on with Little Nas X. You know what I mean, sweeties? Um, I feel like he wants to self delete. This is what I'm feeling like. And you know what? The temperance is in reverse. So maybe there is a bit of him being under the influence. So there's a mixture of all of this. They made him do all of this, like to get him some right. But I think he took something beforehand to like deal with this kind of embarrassment. You know what I mean? Because this is the way that they can like give him some more. You know what I mean? Help him out. He's depressed. Something's going on with him. I feel like he's out of his mind in a sense too. But all of this stems from, you know, humiliate him. Plus, I feel like he was having something harsh going on in his life at the moment. All right, hold on. Hold on. So let's ask the oracle cards. Let's see what's the else the oracle cards want to explain about what was going on with Lil Nas X. So it's like a combo platter. You know what I mean? It started out a humiliation ritual, but this also made Lil Nas X like lose his mind a little bit because he feels at his lowest point. You know what I mean? He is feeling depression. He's feeling, you know what I mean, low. I don't know what's going on with him, and I think he did take something before he did that. Allegedly, what I'm seeing in the cards and what my gut is saying. All right. So we're gonna do this one more time and then we're gonna pull. All right. So let's pull the cards. Okay, that jumped out the card. That jumped out the thing in reverse. He's impatient about getting back to where he needs to be. So they wanted to, you know how they energy harvest and they all of this ritual and humiliation stuff. This is to put you in lower vibrations, lower energy, which is what they kind of did. You know what I mean? Then they created this fictitious account of why he was out there. You know what I mean? Basically to defend why he was out there when they are the reason why he was out there. They like made him go out there to do it. I feel like I like something in my gut is saying allegedly that that like the people in power was sitting behind like whatever like their desk or sitting at home laughing, watching him while he's walking down the street, knowing that they were able to make him do it, which he still ain't got a deal from, he still ain't got a deal from walking down the street doing that. You know what I mean? This was very cunning. This is very intentional. This is what they enjoyed seeing. When I say they, I mean the masses. You know what I mean? And they, like I said, they made up fictitious account of him just doing this because he's high and he punched the officer in the face and all of this. All of this was we're being lied about what really happened. Let me see. He need to get back to work because of his family. He's like the breadwinner in his family. You know what I mean? He feel like his career was at a standstill and he wanted to get back into it. So this is how they were able to like get him. They have him by his neck. If you know what I mean, like they have him because he doesn't have any other choices right now. This is why they wanted to like punk him and play him and make him go out there. Yep, yep. Like make him look like he's off his rocker. Y'all say he was calling Beyonce names and stuff like that. So do y'all think that Beyonce is behind this humiliation ritual? That my cards is saying that my cards is a legend that Lil Nas X was taking a part of. Do y'all want me to ask the cards if Beyonce was behind it? Write it in the chat if y'all want to know about that. Like, cause I could come back to do another live later on to see if it was Beyonce has anything to do with it. Okay, Libby Smith says yes. All right. So I'm gonna finish out because I like to like stay on topic with the videos. I am gonna finish out this particular reading, but I could come back to do another live to see if Beyonce had anything to do with it since he was calling her names. But I just wanna in my opinion, I would doubt Beyonce would let him call her names. I don't know. I don't know. If she was behind it, I would think that he would be careful to not talk about her. I don't know. He feels like he's lost. He feels lonely. He feels rock bottom. They still didn't give him the money yet. I feel like it's going to be more that come out with him before he's able to get back. If he gets back, you know what I mean? But he wants to self delete. He's self deletal. I can't say the real word on here, but he's self deletal. He's in that mindset right now. You know what I mean? He just feels like he's not protected. He feels like they really embarrassed him. The world is watching. The world is laughing. Little Nas X, yeah, I'm feeling his emotions, and his emotions isn't good right now. He's really feeling it. So tell me what y'all think, though. Do y'all think Little Nas X was participating in the humiliation ritual? And again, I apologize for the short malfunctioning of my mic. I switched mics. Thank you guys for letting me know that. Anytime my mic is malfunction, I welcome y'all to let me know that so we can fix it and continue on, with the reading. Thank you, my baby, so much. So he was Beyonce and Libby or calling her some names. Yes. Yeah, Libby, was he calling Beyonce names or was he saying he was Beyonce? Like, what was he exactly doing? I saw like a small clip of the video. I saw him like walking down the street and saying like to meet him at the party, and the other person was like, "Where's the party at?" And he's like, definitely a humiliation ritual. He seemed very conscious when he did it. The cards are saying there was some drug influence though. There was some kind of substance abuse or some being under the influence some kind of way. But he's also like really feeling it from that, you sweeties. You know what I mean? But Libby, please let me know what was he saying about Beyonce. Leave it in the comments. Okay, sweetie? Thank y'all, my beautiful soul family, for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next reading. He was walking like a model. Yeah, I saw that part where he was he was modeling and stuff. I saw that part. But thank y'all for tuning in. Let me know what y'all think. Love you, my babies. You have a good one. Good night.